What did he say?
He said, Tonka said an American walked out. Holy crap!
Oh my god!
The man was standing near the car, just like,
Oh, there's a star there?
Oh, what are you doing?
dude, it's literally your fault. Don't blame other people. What are you doing?
What is he doing? Why is he taking off so hard? Jesus Christ! Oh my god!
Questionable.
Please. Oh, what are you doing?
This is
Surely that's a giveaway. That's a giveaway.
It is, yeah, but
Yeah.
I think we've seen this one.
Beauty. That's a. That's a beer.
Oh,
It's a floppy.
Range Rover up your pissing ass, you big twat. Wait, what did the kid just say?
What? Turn it up.
It's turning up,
It is. It's like, I probably would have done the same as well. I'm pretty annoyed.
Hello?
Sorry, Elsie. It's okay. I'm pretty annoyed as well.
I'm pretty annoyed as well.
Did you say I'm 3 and I'm pretty annoyed as well?
Oh, he's getting a ride. He's gonna. Mate, your city is way too high.
Mate, this is trying to.
That's you practically riding your ass.
He's trying to do a Tony Hawk, isn't he? Mate, he's probably dented that. He's just run off. Wait. That's half a trailer. That's half a trailer.
Oh, the truck over there. Truck in front. Something must have went wrong. Like, really wrong.
Yeah, half the trailer's come off.
Yeah.
The back of the... Stupid.
Mini. Why didn't... Oh my god. He doesn't indicate, goes to the left lane, and then just oh my god, stays going straight. What a
Shit, stop saying mini drivers, chat. I see that.
They're like Iceland, son.
I've not been to... There's no Iceland near me. I've not seen an Iceland in years.
Oh, here we go, another mini driver.
Dude, you're not much of Iceland anyway.
Hell, what the? Mini driver.
They're not... Dude, oh my god. Alright, it's not a mini, it's a Renault Clio Z. Yeah, mate.
Oh my god.
That was still
Look at that, there's another mini.
Small car driver, exactly. Yeah. Look at this car.
Jesus Christ,
Look at this
that is
car.
a small car. Is that a Renault?
No, that's a BMW. It's a BMW.
No, it isn't. That's
It
a
is.
Renault.
It's an i3.
The cop car?
Yeah.
The cop car?
It's a BMW
No.
i3.
Undertaking
Surely.
the bus lane and they're not even indicating as you come over. Come on. Right, my bad.
Surely.
Cheers.
What?
Wait, he's telling the cop?
Yeah, he said, my bad, man. He told the cop off.
Can we get a rewind?
Oh my god.
Look at that spin.
I can't be with you all night. I gotta work in the morning.
Talk about spin action. Amazing.
You can put that in the ballet.
I'm the exception that mini drivers can't drive, thank you, yeah. Cyclists?
Hey, I want to talk about you. I want to know how that shooting at your school has made you feel. I feel
come by for a little while, but I'll send you back home.
It's okay. You get me?
You can come by for a little while, but I'm sending you back home. I gotta get my rest for work.
I want you to track how you're feeling using this worksheet. So there's questions on there that'll guide you. You don't.
Of course, Deliveroo. I swear to God. I swear to God. There's bike.
Do they not have a lane?
There's most of the time there's a bike lane. Like you can see here, there's clearly a bike lane, but they just run reds. They don't care because there's no like plates or anything on the back. He's on the pavement now. He's just gone on the pavement now. He's got a lane. He wants to skip the light, so he's gone on the pavement.
Yes, you're going. Yes. Oh my God.
I've never seen that happen before. Usually they just run the reds and no one cares. It really like they don't have plates so they can't be red, and we have no police. There's no police budget whatsoever. Mate, you got it. But the man has no license or anything, so he can't lose a license. He can't get told. He's gonna get a fine. Whoa! Look at all those eBay stickers. That probably cost him a small fortune. Yo! I was gonna mention Spider-Man! That's actually amazing! Oh my God! Hold up! Did he stall it? Did he just stall? I think he just stalled. That is fine.
I was gonna say, the Spider-Man sticker at the back and the web.
What?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
You should do that dressed as Black Panther.
Why?
You're both stupid. You both should be pulled. Man, cut over the top of the roundabout.
No, wait. No, surely that's not a... Surely not.
God, that's so
Wait,
bright.
go back.
Whoa.
Wait, go back. I want to see what this guy did.
He went over the mini round, like, you're supposed to go round.
Oh!
This is a mini roundabout, and so he just went over the top of it, more so on the right side of it. So to me, they both should get pulled. More so,
they should,
because you're not supposed to pass these on the wrong side of the road. Of course, sir.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
What's
Should we tell him off?
that all about? You need to use fucking eyes. Sorry, if I smashed this car, you'd have...
You can come over for a little while, but I'm gonna have to send you.
Sorry.
My missus is completely awful driving.
Her name is Jackie from Friday Night Dinner. Hello.
Oh, what is she doing? What? Move over, you cow!
You can come over for a little while, but I'm gonna send you back home. I gotta get my sleep.
Wow. You can't say that.
What the fuck? What is she doing?
Uh-oh. Why? On the button.
That's stolen.
Oh.
What just happened?
Is it stolen?
Yeah, that was stolen. Can you go? Oh, do you know what? They're changing the highway code, right? And no one's going to really pay attention to it. But cyclists are now told to drive in the middle of the lane. But the worst part, if you come off a and there's a person on the road, of course, normally you would stop and wait for them to go. But if they're waiting to cross now, you have to stop in the main road before they cross. I don't even... Whoa, no. Go away. Oh my God.
Just drive into it.
It's a stupid change. It's a dumb change. Why holding up main roads for people to walk across the road? Like, it's fine if it is.
Oh no.
Kids on a bike? She's thinking how did die?
No, go back.
She did say that, I'm sure.
Little tosser. He died.
She did!
What
That's a little bit different than I hope you die. Best accent.
What was in there? Was it bug roll?
Oh, it's his beer!
That's that night's piss up gone.
Now back into Tesco's. Back into Tesco's. 20.
Jesus Christ, 20 miles. Why? What did the cop just get pulled?
The cop got flashed by the 20 camera.
Oh my god.
What are you even doing? What the
Why?
Need one card for this fucking car.
What is he doing? What? Hello? Hey yo, Bozo, what are you doing, buddy?
People in cheap cars, like, I'm talking like £10 cars, clearly experience, like, they do it for a reason, okay? But, like, if you, I don't know, surely, the reason it confuses me, why, if you only had a little bit of,
lovely.
if you had less money to spend in the car, wouldn't you want to look after it more? You've done the roundabout wrong.
Those hay bales, the hay bales came off.
Oh my god!
Okay, this Mini just...
Mini drivers.
Wait, how do you know it was a Mini? What the hell?
I can kind of tell by the bulges. So watch. This person's clearly like done stupid. This person's like speeding around the roundabout. But look,
but he just cut.
Why would you submit this clip? Why would you submit this clip? Yeah, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the car.
Oh, you're talking about bulges, you weirdo.
What? I know it's a Seat. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about.
It's not about that. It's about you be up all night.
Think.
No. I'm talking about the bulges.
You be up all night.
Listen, this guy doesn't do any, he's speeding, okay? He's speeding. Yeah. The Mini that we are in...
Yeah.
You just slept for 3 hours. You about to be up all night.
Is what I'm saying. No, I'm talking to Chan. I'm talking to Chan. Not you. The camera car did worse than the car ahead. Jesus.
Got an amazing deal on this gourmet peppermill at Marshall's.
It's so fancy.
Turkey Town.
In 1949, my grandfather started Kielbasa Smoked Meats. A new sausage and...
Hey folks, my name is Turkey Tom, but you already knew that, didn't you? Or maybe not, I don't know. Jello Apocalypse is another YouTuber that you're likely familiar with as well, sitting in a very comfortable 1.5 million subscribers and raking in millions of views on a number of his videos, mainly those from his trademark series, Welcome To, in the recent update of that series, so this where he pokes fun at certain pieces of media and creates polished, semi-animated videos that I honestly respect a lot. He clearly puts a lot of time into his videos, and I really admire the way that each one of them comes together to make a clean and simple product that just works well for what it is. They have nice drawings, nice editing, nice audio quality, and while they never really make me outright laugh, I still appreciate the humor and I really respect the art that he creates with his skills. That being said...
You want to come or not?
He recently released a video simply titled Vote in reference to the recent U.S. midterm elections that have taken place. And it was very bad.
Vote like your president is a nationalist. because he is.
Very, 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 very bad, and everything that he has done surrounding the release of this video has also been pretty, not good. To the point where many of the things he made fun of in his Welcome to Tumblr video now apply to him.
Post things that you'll immediately regret the next morning. When you're inevitably confronted by angry mobs of your followers, simply tell them that you lost control of your feels and that you have a debilitating gold rush era disease that prevents you from thinking clearly at night.
Leech! I'd like to take a second to discuss my own political leanings and some background before I talk about the flaws with the video itself. Politics aren't really something that I discuss on this channel, save for one video a while ago that was basically just me saying that they're dumb, and how each time a new administration is put into office it reverses all of the progress that the last one made for its own party. However, that is all I'll say about this topic. I don't think my opinion should be revered as anything but my own. Whenever I see people on Twitter, YouTube, or elsewhere talk about their political beliefs, I always wonder if they're ranting, looking to reaffirm their opinion in the comment section, or just looking to push their beliefs onto their audience. Fun fact, whenever you state your political beliefs publicly, you lose the chance to work with a lot of people because you blabbed about what you think is right. Jello here thinks that he's right, and after this video, I feel as if a lot of YouTubers won't want to work with him in the future. I don't necessarily agree with the people's decisions to not work with him based on his opinions alone, but considering the way that he communicated them in his video, I wouldn't be surprised if he lost a few career opportunities. Based on his Twitter rant history, Jello clearly leans far left on the political spectrum and is pretty passionate about politics, further illustrated by the video in question. Now, on a base level, there's nothing wrong with being a Republican, as every party has a few or maybe a bunch of bad eggs. And, at the end of the day, this video isn't really about politics. Well, it sort of is. At least the subject of the video in question is indeed political, but my arguments against Jello don't have anything to do with politics. It's about how arrogant he was to try and force his opinions on others in the way that he did.
This is a message for my American viewers. Vote. Vote, vote, vote.
The first minute or so of his video is, honestly, fine. He doesn't deliver any politically charged methods other than encouraging people to get off their asses and Pokemon Go to the polls. It is not partisan in any way, really. If the video ended here, then I wouldn't have made this response video, and he wouldn't have been made fun of on Twitter by people like Emplem and Easy Peasy as extensively as he was.
Democracy isn't about waiting for someone else to change things when things are so obviously wrong. Democracy is about waiting for you and your voice.
The real problems come when we reach the 45-second mark in the video, where we see two red men, fetus things, beating a little brown man, fetus thing. And here we have a concerned blue man standing to the side, seemingly concerned for his fellow man. To me, this is a clear message being sent that the assailants are Republican, hence the red color, and the concerned citizen is a Democrat, hence the blue color. And this will become even more clear in a moment.
Don't vote for a color. Don't vote for a party. Vote for the people who will help other people.
Ah, yes, the Democratic Party, the only one that's dedicated to helping people, and the Blue Party, the one of violence and discrimination. You see what I'm getting at here?
Don't be afraid to look at our country now and reconsider. There's nothing wrong with having backed the wrong horse. There is something wrong with seeing that horse running towards a cliff and refusing to get off.
And then he goes on to guilt trip any conservatives into thinking that the current state of America and some prominent white nationalists are the result of their vote for Trump, as if non-racist conservatives voting for a seemingly non-racist president are responsible for a few vocal white nationalists, of which there are very few in the United States. Unless he's implying that anyone complicit with Trump's presidency is enabling white nationalism and racism.
Vote like a black man was hanged from a tree for protesting police violence, and police killing black men just for being black. Vote like Jewish people are being gunned down in a city.
I was gonna send you an Uber, but okay.
God, like it's 1939.
I was gonna send you an Uber.
Ah, I see, Jello.
It's still early, so.
Everyone that voted for Donald Trump is responsible for the death of an innocent man, and they are also responsible for a synagogue shooting. Fun fact, the shooting actually had no ties to our current administration, and the shooter was not a supporter of Donald Trump. In fact, according to an article from usatoday.com, a relatively reputable news source, the synagogue shooter indeed hated Trump, and was just a wacko who hated Jewish people as well. Which also goes against a major event that Trump pushed for back in May of 2018, when the United States officially recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel in favor of Jewish people. Because Jerusalem is the home of the Jews. Additionally, according to the New York Times, all of his guns were purchased legally, and he did, in fact, not have a criminal record, showing that the current administration's policy of gun control was effective in preventing anyone who is a previously violent criminal from getting a gun. This guy was simply nuts and could not be stopped.
Vote as though children are being separated from their parents at the border. Vote as though it's your child being separated from you.
Another fun fact about this video is that my best friend Jello did not link any of the sources that he displayed throughout it in the description, instead just taking snapshots of headlines from all the articles he showed. This could mean one of two things. One, he simply wanted to post the article links but forgot, which is unlikely seeing how he remembered to put other links in the description of the video for where you can find polling places near you and where you can use checks on candidates to vote for. The second option is that he intentionally left the links out of the description to make the articles harder for his viewers to find, so that they cannot fact-check any of his opinions to see if he's spreading misinformation. I suppose it's a good thing that I'm here then to do some fucking research and actually do a background check of Jello.
Yes, you gotta bring your own ice.
Read about your candidates and vote for the people you can trust. Look up who they really are and read about what they've really done. You might be surprised.
Which I know he encourages so much of political candidates.
Gunned down in a synagogue like it's 1939.
Yes, it is almost like it's 1939. The difference being that the shootings in 1939 were because of the established government in power in Germany, representing white nationalist beliefs, and the murders and slaughters were committed by the government. That's not what happened here. It was a crazy guy who just wanted to kill Jewish people, who isn't employed by the U.S. government, and actually hates how the U.S. government is running things. So,
Vote like your president is a nationalist. Because he is.
I mean, yes, but he's not a white nationalist, not according to the source you gave. It seems that he's simply someone who advocates for political independence for a country, not racial independence for a race. I'm assuming he was getting at him being racist or something with that point, but I just don't see it.
Vote because you love America. Because you know it's broken. And you need to be the one to repair it again.
Which, with that logic, you could say that Jello wants to make America great again. Bazinga! The main issue with this video is the attempt to assert blame to pro-Trump voters for terrible tragedies, and the attempts to force his own political opinions down the throats of those who may disagree. He ascertains that they are responsible.
What the fuck you just said?
For a black man being hanged, a synagogue shooting.
What you just said?
Border crisis, and trans people's rights being taken away in the military. I won't pretend to know more about these issues than I do, apart from what I hear in the media, so I'm not going to speak on them thoroughly. But I will say that calling all Trump voters complicit in these tragedies is pretty awful, and it is even more awful to say that if they don't vote Democrats into the House and Senate, then they are supporting the murder of 11 people in that synagogue and the hating of a man. Not only is it ridiculous, but it's completely illogical based on the information that I presented today. And it's a little sickening that you would try to make people feel guilty for events that their actions had no fucking bearing on in an effort to support your side. After this video was posted and I saw it, I decided to keep an eye on it with the help of another YouTuber, Daft Pina, who I would like to thank for taking a few screenshots that I used in this video, as well as downloading the video immediately as he quoted saying,
OMG, this is terrible. I better snag it before he incinerates it. Why do YouTubers force their political opinions down their audience's throats, but then don't stand by them when people boo their slightly informed ideals?
And
when I call the Uber, have them stop at the store so you can get you some ice.
as he predicted, the video was quickly hidden by Jello himself. Before the video was enlisted from his channel, he also deleted.
You can have the Uber stop and get you some ice.
Some of the top comments, which were giving dissenting opinions towards him, despite the top comment that he pinned and left on the video, encouraging people to comment in an extremely condescending tone, mocking anyone who would choose to argue with his video because, according to him, it will only make him more money. So, either he doesn't really believe what he said in this comment, or he just didn't care, and decided to delete comments that disagreed with him anyway, even deleting a comment made by Sargon of Akkad, who was just making a joke. But maybe he's right. After all, take it from someone who does this for a living. I like how my video about going out and voting made enough people angry that they reported it, so YouTube went, ooh, no ads on this, even though there were no ads in the first place. Because why would I monetize a PSA? And the video was re-privatized the night before, so... Another fun fact for all of you gamers out there, this is actually the email that you receive when your video receives limited ads upon upload, you appeal it, and then YouTube decides to keep their decision. This has nothing to do with people reporting your video, like you claim. It is likely because you used words like...
Vote like a black man was hanged from a tree. Vote like the term alt-right, gunned down in a synagogue.
In your video. Here, he is either being extremely dumb and forgot that he had manually appealed the video and has no knowledge of how the YouTube ads and demonetization work, which I highly doubt, seeing how he does this for a living, or he is lying to make a menace out of dissidents of the video and paint them in a more negative light. If you'd like to see an example of the same email, here is one that my friend The Right Opinion was sent, where he received limited ads on a video upon upload before he released it. He requested a manual review of it, and YouTube withheld their decision. I'm not sure how Jello or Brendan Blabber thought he could get away with doing this, but he thought wrong. I'm not sure if he expected that hiding his video would make all this go away, but if there is one thing that he should have learned by now, it is that the internet does not forgive, and it does not forget, which many people have managed to learn the hard way. The issue isn't at all that he talked about politics. That's all fine and dandy. The issue isn't that he has opinions that I disagree with, because on a base level, some of what he's saying actually makes sense. The issue is his blatant dishonesty and how he uses things like guilt to manipulate people into doing what he wants. He also lost a small but notable amount of subscribers on YouTube for doing this. And when people pointed it out on his Tumblr and asked him if it was worth doing what he did, he says, "I only lost 3,000 subs of like 1.43 million. That's like $3 of ad revenue." So yes, and you would think that he would say something about it being worth the sub loss because of the political movement, if that's what he really cared about in the situation. But here he simply says that monetarily he's fine, meaning that he would consider it to not be worth it if he were to lose some greater amount of money. Basically, he's saying that he only did this for money, and that's the only reason why he would take issue with sub loss, not because of people disagreeing with him and fans realizing that he's dumb and disingenuous, but because he's concerned about money. This sort of muddles your political message. Also, saying that he only lost 3,000 subs discredits those individuals and further proves he doesn't care about the people that subscribe to him. If you all remember the video from a few years ago that Casey Neistat made where he says, Hillary Clinton.
You ready or not?
I will be voting for Hillary Clinton. That was mean to death. Well, this video, in my opinion, is much worse because of how dishonest it is to his viewers, and especially how smug and cocky he acts afterwards to those who disagree. If you'd like to see any of the sources I used for this video, I'll have them linked in the description below. And if you would like to see Daft Fina or The Right Opinion, I've linked their channels there as well. I've been Turkey Tom, and until next time, don't make videos guilt-tripping people of different political opinions to support your own cause and making blatantly false statements to get people to agree with what you have to say. Have a nice day.
It's love, it's pain in me.
From our toughest times, America built a brighter future. In these tough times, we'll build our brightest future yet. Our hands, our ingenuity, our labor. We are stronger than we were a year ago today. We are America, land of the brave.
I've never been more optimistic about America's future.
I get the ice. You ready?
There's nothing beyond our capacity.
I'll get it. Are you ready?
If we do it together.
You've been broke all pandemic, and then your friend goes, "Oh, you didn't know you could claim $750 Cash App?" No, I did not know. If I had known, I would have claimed months ago. So I've been sitting here broke all this time trying to make ends meet, and I could have claimed $750. Give me that money.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about DaBaby. Now, DaBaby has been kind of low-key, man, for various reasons, man, for a lot of reasons, I should say, right? Because dude had an up and down roller coaster ride of a 2020 like you wouldn't believe. He went from being kind of shunned in the hip hop community, or I should say, not even in hip hop. It was really in the mainstream. And then he came back, battled his way back, but he never